next two is about to win $5,000 in cash and a plasma screen TV, but more importantly, they'll move on to represent the Southwest region in the national finals for a chance to win this.
If you're named the ultimate film fanatic, you'll win another $5 grand and a state-of-the-art home theater system. What are you going to watch on that big-ass plasma TV? How about a 10-year subscription to Netflix? Plus, we're also giving you IFC for an entire night. Play whatever the hell you want. It's your channel. We just work here.
Remember, only one of you can win. 6 entered, we're down to 2. Both of these players have shown off their movie knowledge by surviving the first cut. They prove they have fanatic attitudes by conquering the great debate. But now only one will survive the obsession war. Each player has dug deep into their closet and brought with them 3 items from their personal collections that they feel makes them the ultimate film fanatic of the Southwest region. Basically, this is just like war when you were a kid. You show off one of your obsession items, then you show off one of yours. Then our panel will decide which item is more freakishly obsessive, and then Megan will award that player a star. It's best of 3, so the first player to get 2 stars is the winner, the ultimate film fanatic of the Southwest region. Okay, who won the coin toss? Chad, that means you're up first. Please present your first item.
All right, well, I'm so obsessed with lists and list making that when I was 12 years old, I went through Leonard Maltin's entire film book, page by page, and made a list of every movie I'd ever seen, and I've been keeping it up ever since. And so I have every movie I've ever seen, then graded, so that when you're a movie dork, you can't go one day without someone being like, what's the best movie of the 70s? It's a thriller, and it's just a click away from me. I can just sort it, and then I can tell them right off the bat. I'm like, well, I'll tell you, it's right here. And I can also sort it by the actor, by the director, by any Academy Awards it might have won. It's all on my computer. It's 1,684 films so far.
Okay, Tracy, all right. What you got?
Well, I have always had a strange love for the Fonda dynasty, and particularly for Peter, the Black Sheep. I was living in San Francisco, and they were doing a retrospective of Peter Fonda's 2 films that he directed, The Hired Hand and Wanda Nevada. The Hired Hand, amazing. Wanda Nevada, not so great, but it's the only time that Peter Fonda and Henry Fonda appear on screen together, so it's cool for fans. But he was speaking that night, and I brought my Captain America picture, hoping I could find Captain America and he'd sign it, and he did.
Cool. So we have Tracy's signed Peter Fonda photo versus Chad's list of all the movies he's seen. Panel, it's up to you. Who will be awarded the first star?
It's a great accomplishment to actually seek out and find Peter Fonda and your great love and to get the picture signed. But to sit down and grade these movies and one by one to sort them out by director and actor, that's a little obsessive. The first star is going to go to Chad.
Chad! Okay, so Tracy, it's sudden death for you. Okay. You've got to win the next 2 to take it all. You'll present now. What have you got?
I have a framed 1920 lobby card of Mabel Normand, the great screen comedian, who of course taught Fatty Arbuckle how to direct in Charlie Chaplin. She was basically associated with the most famous unsolved Hollywood murder scandal, the murder of William Desmond Taylor, February 1st, 1922. Mabel was the last one to see the famed director alive. The real killer, I believe, was Carl Stockdale, who pulled the trigger. He was a bit actor, working in cahoots with Mary Miles Mintner, who was the Mary Pickford clone that Taylor had created. And Mama didn't like the fact that Taylor was having an affair with his daughter, so he hired a hit. And poor Mabel Normand's career never recovered, and I always thought that was very sad for Mabel, because she was the great clown and was destroyed by the scandal.
Okay. Chad, what have you got?
This is just the staple movie nerd stuff, but I have a couple of signed DVDs. But the only thing that's different from like the normal movie nerd kind of thing is that none of them are signed by talent. They're all signed by editors or cinematographers, or like I tracked down the editor of Miller's Crossing, Michael Miller, and got him to sign this because it's fantastic work. Legendary Academy Award-winning producer Saul Zaentz. I got him to scribble his name on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And the writer of About a Boy, I mean, because I just really find that aspect of it really the most star-worthy, I guess. No offense.
Cool. So we have Tracy's Mabel Normand lobby card versus Chad's DVDs signed by production staff. You guys need to huddle up and figure this out.
What do you think? Yeah.
Well, we think that Tracy obviously is very obsessed and taken by the story, and she knows all the history, and she loves the movies, and so we think that she wins this round.
Tracy, earn your first star. That means whoever takes this next one is the winner. So, Chad, let's see what you got.
When my fiance and I were planning our wedding, we naturally were going to do a movie-themed wedding, and the way we were going to have people like identify which table they were going to sit at was when they come in, they each get a movie, and these were my fiance painted these, and they're replicas of movie posters. Only she replaced the actors with me and her, and so so when you came in, you're going to be like, oh, you're at the Princess Bride table, and then you'd find a handy card that has me and her painted as the Princess Bride, or the Little Mermaid, or 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, and so they all have romantic themes, and so that was what we wanted to do for the wedding, is sort of a movie homage.
Okay. Tracy, let's see what you got.
All right. When I was 12, I love Star Trek. I love sci-fi. The 80s were a great time for science fiction. I mean, aliens, it doesn't get better than that. But my favorite was Blade Runner. So I went to a Star Trek convention at the Ambassador Hotel, and there was a trivia contest in that audience, and I won, and I got with this the #1 issue of Blade Runner, the adaptation of the film, mint condition, and we got the official fanzine, which I have kept here. And then there are 12 different photographs from Ridley Scott's film, which I think is still the bar for science fiction. So there it is.
Okay, so we have Tracy's Blade Runner collection versus Chad's wedding movie table placards. Tatum O'Neill, you're the foreman this time.
Okay, this is really hard.
I think this is really hard because I think to have a place art made for your wedding.
Oh, no. I think it's the most supremely geeky thing I've ever seen.
So we've made a decision. It wasn't easy to come up with, but we felt like our young man Chad, you know, making place art.
Chad, that's it. You've won. You are the ultimate film fanatic of the Southwest region. Congratulations. You get $5,000 in cash, a plasma screen TV, and the ass end of a statue. Got to get the top half that screws into that ass. You'll be coming back to our final show to face off against our other regional winners for a chance at another $5 grand, a home theater system, and a spot programming IFC for a night. And most importantly, bragging rights as the ultimate film fanatic of the United States. But for now, enjoy your Oscar. What do you have to say?
Thank you! Thank you! I love all you guys! I have an ass! Because I'm a huge nerd! All of you guys would have beat me up in school, and now you're cheering for me!
And I'd like to thank my panel of celebrity judges, Ione Skye, Keith David, Tatum O'Neill, and there you have it. Chad has won the Southwest region. That's 5 down and 2 to go before we crown the ultimate film fanatic of the United States. Join us next time when the ultimate film fanatic when we'll be scouring another part of the country for more obsessive film fans. Until then, this is Chris Gore saying, be sure and tell him Large Marge sent you.
Fanatical about film?
See what you got.
Check out this year's award-nominated films at Lowe's Cineplex. Go to ifctv.com to enter to win Lowe's season passes.
Congratulations!
And be a fanatic all year long.